Hello friends, how you doing? jpsarrireviews here, and welcome again to another reaction video. Now today I have something very special for you. If you're a fan of Star Trek, then you need to pay attention to this product that we're going to cover today. This is the U.S.S. Enterprise based on the motion film, and this is produced by Tomy Plus, which used to be Tomy Select, Prestige. They have different names, ERTL, Prestige as well, but it's the same company, just a rebranding. Tomy Plus, probably you have seen this in social media, on Facebook and some other places, but a lot of people are super excited. There's this Kickstarter crowdfunding campaign that was just started just a few days ago, last week, at the end of last week, and it's already twice what it was expected, or the goal that was supposed to, 200% and above, and he still had like 40 days to go. So it's amazing what this company is doing. This is definitely the best crowdfunding that they have done so far, and I want to cover it today. I want to break it down, what we know so far, good and bad, and I want to let you know in the end, if you are still on the fence, if I think this is a great investment or not. All right, so we are here at ustomy.com. This is the website. I will have the link in the description for those who are interested. Here you can see the model in question. This is a very nice model representing the version in the film. It's 1 in 350, which is an average standard. This is the standard that was for the original, the one I review in this channel. There's some changes when you compare it to the previous model, the original model that they did. They're definitely doing some tweaking to a lot of things, which is great, and I do like what they're doing with this model. Now it's important to know that the model that we're seeing right now is more than likely a resin model. It's just a model that doesn't have the same weight as a die-cast. This is going to be transformed into a die-cast model, which is going to be a lot heavier. You're looking around 20 pounds. That's what the original Enterprise had. The weight is pretty heavy, pretty hefty. So we're looking just at the prototype. But so far, this prototype looks really nice. As you can see, it has the Surak shuttlecraft. It's going to be also an addition. It's going to be a companion. It has a navigational deflector with a light-up feature, which looks really nice. Here you see the glowing impulse drive. This, I'm more than likely, is going to, you're going to be able to change it, to turn it off or turn it on. It's going to have the USB base with spotlights. It's not gonna have the USB cable. You're gonna have to provide that. Looking at this guy in this picture, he's super happy. You know, he looks very happy. Who wouldn't be happy with such a model? And I'm telling you, when you look at the model, the original model, you haven't watched my review, again, watch it. It's an impressive piece. So I have no doubt that in this time around, the company is going to do a lot of good things for this model. There's gonna be some adjustments, and I'm sure they're doing with even with the base, something that we complained with the original, the way it was set up, but still, even with that base, it still looks amazing. Now it's going to have the light up nacelles, and that's something that I definitely looking forward to see in person. The Arboreum is going to be there too, which is really cool. Iridescent paint pattern to mimic the original TMP Studio model, and the 5.6 inches Surak shuttlecraft with warp sled and display stand. Here we can see an image of the back with the impulse drive, the officer's lounge. You're gonna be able to see some light up there. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see some of the interior. That would be super cool. The hangar deck, I'm not sure it's gonna, I think it's gonna open, which is great. I wanna see it inside. And on the spec side, you see it's a 350 scale, which is a standard scale. It gives you the dimensions. It's going to be approximately 20 pounds. They seem to be pretty excited right there, which is cool. Like, looking at the model, it just, I'm telling you, when you look at the model, the original model, being a die-cast model, you know, of course, there's been other models that you can put together. A lot of people, and there's been others like the master replicas, which are amazing. But the work that Tomy did in bringing all this together into a die-cast model, the heaviest of all models and the most resilient because of the material, it's been amazing. Of course, I can see a couple of things here that I can nitpick, and a lot of people are already nitpicking about it, but it's more, you know, the stuff that it's just there. Let's keep in mind that this is something that is going to be improved, and it's going to be some feedback that is going to happen, something that they did with the original. We share a lot of that feedback, and they listen to it. I would say that that's something that I appreciate, that Tomy listened to it, and also they listened to some of the feedback for the Back to the Future DeLorean. So I know that they're gonna continue doing that. All right, so we are here at the campaign page. This is where the magic happens, and as you can see right now, the moment I'm filming this, there are 3,298 backers. They already raised almost $3 million They went far beyond what they expected. They are in 209%, and they still have plenty time to go. I'm not so sure that it's going to help with the value of collectible value. At the end of the day, some people are getting this because they love it. But if you're thinking this as a collector, if you want to buy an extra so you can resell, you might be able to sell it. I'm sure it's going to sell, but you're not going to make the same amount of money as people are getting on this, on the original. They are definitely selling for $2,000 and above. You know, they're definitely asking for a lot of money, and people are paying the money because they're more rare. You know, a lot of people didn't know that this campaign, or the original campaign, was there. But here you can see the price is $699. It's $100 more than the original. If you want to buy 2, the price there. If you want to buy 3. Now, they're talking about that it's going to be 85% die cast, which technically is going to be everything on the outside. It's going to be 15 plastic, which is some of the minor elements, which is standard for this type of models. Definitely is going to have a lot of different, you know, parts are made out of metal, the die cast metal, so it's going to be very sturdy. Here you can see the timeline. The idea started in 2023. The first prototype was in May 2024. Right now, the crowdfunding campaign, they're thinking that it's going to be done by October 2025. In my mind, I'm thinking possibly, but it may take a little longer than that. It might be until December that you're getting it, and it's fine, but you have to be prepared to wait. If you come to Facebook also, which is Tomy Plus, here, this is the page where they have all these announcements. As you can see, everything. There's some back and forth between people, between some of those interested, some of those who are pre-ordering this stuff, and it's kind of cool. But the place that you definitely need to see, it will be the group, their Facebook group that they have. This is a, you know, private group, but you're a member. You can sign up, all of that. You can invite others. And there's right now 4.9, almost 5,000 members. Of course, sometimes there's a lot of drama too, because some people get a little, you know, some people are very passionate. I will tell you one thing about Star Trek fans. They're very passionate, you know, and when they're passionate about something, they're, you know, we're a bit perfectionists. You know, we want things to be perfect. This is a model that someone put together, looks amazing, and that's another expectation that someone, they actually, Tomy gets to the opportunity to do the model D, which I would love to see. Now, I would not expect this to be an actual model 350, because you know, if it's 350, it's gonna be super large, because dimension wise it's a larger ship. So I'm thinking that they, as long as it is within the same dimensions of the other model, so that means that you have to reduce the scale, I'm fine with it. Now, they were recently at the Star Trek convention in Las Vegas, you know, and here a lot of people were able to see this model. I'm not sure if you're able to see it here. You can see these little things that are holding the pretty much the ship, and this is just temporary, and this is not something that is going to be there. Or they're going to do something similar. I will tell you that even for the original model, a lot of people didn't like the plastic stand, but to be honest, after a while you get used to it, and you're thankful that it is there, because it's helping to, you know, in this case, to sustain, to give stability to the whole ship, which you needed. So are they gonna do it this way? It's just temporary. They said that they will make those adjustments, but yeah, it's for the show. They were showcasing it, and I'm telling you, the Lido feature and the pattern and the paint, it looks really, really neat. And definitely, this is a great group to come. This is the original model. Again, looks amazing. And if I look here also at the media, you can see all the pictures, people sharing their models, their projects, the collections. It's a nice group to be part of. And this is from Las Vegas. Look at those pictures. Very cool. You know, some people already complaining about the size of the lettering in the back and all of that. That will be adjusted. And keep in mind that all these pictures, you know, they're taken from an angle, so some things might not look the right way. You know, you're trying to get closer to the model. There are a lot of things that happen on the television. When you watch this on television, there's a, you know, the stretching that happens, the way the image or is reduced. So all of those things can affect the way we see things from our perspective. So, but they're going by the model that was used, and they're actually partnering with a lot of people who have been involved with the model makers. They're doing a lot of stuff with people who have, you know, investigated. The guys that are working on this project, they're not new. They know what they're doing. I've seen them. They're invested. They're fans, and they talk to the people who have more experience. They are definitely getting in the trenches to get the information that we need in order to get this done. They're a great company. They're great die-cast model makers. I had an issue with my model that came, a light that wasn't working. I contacted them. They were very quick with it, so I know that they stand by the product. So this is not a fly-by thing that a company just shows up and all of a sudden takes your money and never finishes the product. Some companies have done that. You know, we have seen companies that started a project and in the end it didn't finish, like Eagle Moss. But I will tell you, you know, and Eagle Moss is a big company too, but Tomy's been in business for a long time and they're very successful at what they're doing. And right now they're still working on the DeLorean project. I'm waiting for that. Really, I'm anxious to see it, but definitely this is a great next thing. I don't know what they're gonna do next year. Maybe they do another DeLorean, or maybe they go with something else, who knows. But it's super cool to see what products that they're coming with and the things that they are building, and so happy that they have learned. There were a lot of things that they learned from the first campaign. And then last year, as with the DeLorean, they went to Kickstarter. They promoted heavily, and that did also well. But now they went back to do it on their own website. They learned those lessons, because when you do it through Kickstarter, Kickstarter gets a kick. You know, they get money too. But they're controlling the narrative by really promoting in social media, heavily on Facebook. A lot of people, they just came here for the first time. They didn't even know the first model existed. So it's great. So people are asking if they're going to reissue the first model. I don't think they're going to do it, because they promised that actually the mold would be destroyed. And at the end of the day, what they're doing here with Tomy Plus is really catered to you know, to the collector, to the high-end collector. Some people would say that this is an expensive ship. It is in today's market. Everything is expensive nowadays. Even milk is expensive, or eggs. But I think they have a good price point that in the end people are going to be happy with. When, as a person who collects a lot of things, statues, you know, statues are super expensive. And I'm telling you, with this model, you're getting a lot more than what you get with some resin statues. And they're not as heavy, not as detailed as this. So my friends, what is your opinion about this? What do you think about this model? Have you pre-ordered? Are you still waiting to pre-order? You don't think it's worth it? Let me know in the comments below. So once again, my friends, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, to comment, and to subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification button to remind you of the next video. Follow me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. The links are in the description. And please consider supporting the channel financially through Patreon. My friends, God bless. Take care. I will talk to you again. Bye-bye.